shot to see you to the doctor. Had that nigga calling for some help right before I popped her. Lounged up with your bitch, cause she took me shopping. Gotta get nasty off in purse, nigga extra sloppy. Big knot off in my pocket, I dare a nigga to rob me. Dealing with a known stepper, nigga, use your kindness. These niggas out here looking sick, praying for a brick. Better call and set up in your hood, we bout to take your shit.
Make us sit up in your hood, we ready to take your shit. Fuck around, slide on my block, we'll flip your wheel. All these niggas talking shit, they ain't even stepping. Swear to God, in this field, nigga, I ain't losing stuff.
Yeah, I'm risking my life with some real steppers. Them hill niggas know how we fucking step. Yeah, I got the fucking 9 milli on my way. Yeah, motherfucking whole 18, yes sir. Have a nigga that is like it's gonna be a problem. My nigga real quick like a mad problem.
Real niggas don't speak on what they know. No face, no case, you'll never know. Yeah, you fucking with the ops, yeah, you ducking with them. Yeah, you a fuck nigga, and I can fuck with you. Nigga, yeah, 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 stop your ass, nigga, yeah, 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 nigga, yeah.
Do your ass. Plenty cans. Huh? Yeah, plenty cash. Huh? Yeah. That motherfucker coming out, y'all. I'm tell ya. That video, now the song already out on YouTube. That motherfucker's called Nigga Yeah, you feel me? That's the reason I played that motherfucker, you feel me? Before I started with this video today, today's video, man, telling y'all, man, how I got into it with my OG, aka The Plug. You feel me? But Peep Game, my OG, this nigga, I say he about 10, 15 years older than me, you feel me? I've been doing this nigga my whole life. He know my whole family, all that shit. Woo, school woo. So, The Plug, this nigga, he's from the Chi. He's from Chicago or whatever, right? So Peep Game. I looked up to this nigga my whole life. First time I seen a nigga like pull out 60, 70,000, maybe almost 100,000 in my face, you feel me? And basically he was trying to motivate me and my nigga to get some money so we can come fuck with him or whatever, right? So Peep Game. Plus, it's another, in this episode story, you know what I'm saying, this is some family betrayal shit too, you feel me? So Peep Game. I fucks with this nigga, y'all. Like I said, I looked up this nigga. This is another nigga that I wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not I wanted to be like, but I looked up to the nigga, you feel me? It's a couple niggas I looked up to. I looked up to a lot of niggas in the hood and shit, but it was only two niggas, which was my nigga that I talked about in the last episode, Dirter, and this nigga right here, my OG, but Peep Game. His bro, his little bro, my Plug's little brother, I fuck with him. Never had no problem with him, but that still don't got no problem with him to this day. You feel me? But at the time, I'm getting cheese and shit, you feel me? Like, this nigga, like, dude that put motherfuckers on, a couple motherfuckers on in my family, but they always fuck up the bag and shit, you feel me? So I'm like, damn. Out of everybody you put on the wrong motherfuckers. Why this nigga ain't never put on me, you feel me? Put me on, you feel me? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm ready to, at this time, I'm getting this, so I'm like, man, fuck it, I'm ready to just keep doing me, you feel me? Man, my nigga ready to keep doing me, you feel me? So this nigga, like, around the time that we had got into it, like, he would park his car in my people's driveway and shit or whatever, right? So he would park it like in the hood. Everybody in the hood fuck with each other. You feel me? So say for instance, this is my hood, and then it's like a street, like a regular little neighborhood street there. It's the alley, and then it's the next street over from the alley, which is, you know what I'm saying, to be like the people's house, like your backyard, then that's the alley. and that's the other people's house on the other side, but that's their backyard, you feel me? But in the front of their house is like a big ass street, which is, you know what I'm saying, that's Algonquin or whatever. You feel me? So those who know. So peep gang, if you from Louisville, Kentucky, you feel me? And you know you familiar with the Algonquin area. So peep gang. This nigga, he used to park his like different cars and shit, cause he had a whole lot of cars at different motherfuckers' driveways and shit. And sometimes he'll look out, sometimes he don't. But he was supposed to have looked out. I had I take it back at this time. I forgot where the fuck I was staying, but I wasn't staying in the hood no more. Like, that was just like a house, like if a nigga, you know what I'm saying, ever did, you know what I'm saying, had to start from ground zero, I can go back to this house, you feel me? Which is just my granny's house. But big gang. Nigga, dude live, you feel me, on the next street or whatever, on the big street, the Algonquin Street, right? So this nigga, well, he ain't live over there, it's just like he had a little spot over there, whatever. So this nigga, y'all, he parked one of his cars or whatever in my people's driveway. So this nigga was like, he was supposed to pay my peoples this and that. I didn't know shit about this shit, right? You feel? Matter of fact, I take it back. At this time, I was standing in that spot. You feel me? In the hood. So I'm not doing shit about this shit. You feel me? Like, he was supposed to pay my people, somebody to let him park his car, all that shit. I ain't know nothing about that shit. And then at this time, being him still cool. That's my OG, all that. You feel me? So remember I told y'all in one of the last episodes, I was like, I hit the spot on Hill and shit, right? So at that spot, that motherfucker was doing like $1,200, $1,300 a piece for me and my nigga a day, you feel me? So I go to him, I'm telling him about it so he can put me on. So he's like, man, for real, you gonna have to, like, I'm thinking the nigga gonna put me on. I'm like, look, if you think I'm lying, I can take you over and show you around, let you see how it's moving and shit, right? So this nigga was like, he kind of believed me because like I had a chain on, you like I'm key to the city chain. Nigga, I got me a chain made with diamonds in that motherfucker with the keys. Like I had the keys to the city, but I got that off of that nigga. Like that's the first nigga I seen with a chain on with diamonds in that motherfucker, and they had a key. Like I'm like, what's that mean? And my OG was like, nigga, that means I got the keys to the city. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get one of them motherfuckers. So I ended up getting one. So when I pulled up on him, I'm trying to tell him to put me on. Them niggas peeping my chain, peeping my watch and shit. They like, oh shit, this nigga floss, oh shit, he's flying. So I'm like, man, I tuck myself. I'm like, fuck all that, man. What's up? Put me on, da-da-da. So when they stopped, like, looking at me and shit, looking at my jewelry and all that shit, talking about, you know what I'm saying, complimenting the nigga and shit, they was like, well, shit, her, you meet me halfway. Like, you know what I'm saying, and I throw you extra type shit. And I'm like, what? Like, damn, I didn't know you was gonna do me like that, so I'm like, all right, fuck it, her. Let me go on, you know what I'm saying? Instead of giving you what I was gonna give you, I'm ready to give you a little more. So, you know what I'm saying? I can show you that I can do way more than what you think I can, you feel me? So I dips. I didn't come back to the hood for like another 2 weeks, right? So the whole time I had came up on a script of pills or whatever. And I ran into one of my homies or whatever, and this nigga had like 2 guns he had for sale. And I had already had 3 of them. I had my Glock. I had it's one gun I had got from one of my other OG niggas. It was called an Explorer 2. That motherfucker looked like I think it was made in Australia or something. It looked like one of them motherfucking James Bond looking guns, you feel me? But you gotta look that motherfucker up. It was an Explorer 22, you feel me? I had that on me. I had my Glock 19 on me. And I think I had a 9 Taurus at the a 9 Ruger at the time. I had my P89. So, my P89 Ruger. That motherfucker had a pistol grip on it and everything. It's a peep game. I goes, I run into my nigga. He had 2 straps that he wanted to sell. But then when I told him I had the pills, the nigga was like, well, shit, her. If you give me the whole script, I'll give you both of these guns. I don't even want these. I'm like, what? This nigga had a 9 and a revolver, a 30, I think it was a 32 or a 38 revolver. And I think that's who had the Taurus 9. He had a Taurus 9 and a 32 revolver. I'm like, damn, this for the whole script, I can get both of them? He was like, hell yeah, I think I had like maybe 50-something pills in this little script. And I'm like, shit, fuck it. I ain't really tripping on the pills like that or not that anyways, you feel me? And then look, peep game. Let me tell y'all what's so fucked up, y'all. These pills that I had, I was gonna get this one nigga like, you know what I'm saying, tell this one, cause dude don't know, dude don't know too much about pills and shit, so he just like getting high off pills. So I was gonna give this nigga a whole lot of muscle relaxers and like 10 tabs. I had a whole lot of muscle relaxers and 10 tabs. So it was like 50-something pills in this bottle, but I told my nigga that they was some motherfucking, I mean, he wasn't my nigga, but it was a nigga I knew. I told him that they was some fucking footballs, the little roaches or whatever, you feel me? Some roaches, and I had some tabs in there with the specs. So he ended up taking them motherfuckers cool. I got the guns. I'm like, damn, I had 5 guns on me. So I'm like, for real, I'm gonna go sell one of these motherfucking guns, because either go sell that motherfucker to one of my niggas who need it in the hood, or I'm about to go put this motherfucker up, because I already had 2 guns at the crib. And like my big shit was, I had my Mac 90 at the crib, and what was that other one I had? I think I had a Deuce. I had another Deuce. You feel me? My Mac 90 and my Deuce was at the crib, and I had the other 3 guns on me. So I got them 2 from them, but I was like, I'm ready to go over here on the Stoker block and sell one of my guns to one of my other OG niggas. You feel me? Or either go put this. I'm gonna see what if they want bad first. If one of them niggas don't want bad, then I'm ready to go ahead and put this motherfucker up. You feel me? So that, cause ain't no use to ride with all these guns. So I goes over there. I tried to sell one of my niggas the gun or whatever. He was like, damn shit, how much you want for this motherfucker? And I told him, but he was trying to like really lowball a nigga, and I was already giving the nigga a deal. So I'm like, fuck that, I'm good, I ain't gonna lie. He was like, damn, this nigga, why you got all these guns on you? I was like, shit, for real, I already keep 3 of them on me anyway, but I was like, I just bought these 2 from this little nigga I sold these pills to or whatever. So this nigga, he didn't end up buying the motherfucker, so I left. So a couple days later, remember them same 2 niggas I just walked up to my OGs, I asked them did they want to buy the gun. Remember them? So I say about a couple days or a couple weeks later, something like that. It was a little bit later down the road, you feel me? I don't know the exact time, but it was you know what I'm saying? Like I said, maybe a couple days or a couple weeks down the road, I runs in, we all my peoples, we all chilling and shit, right? We all on my people's porch. I'm talking about, damn, my other nigga from Chicago, he was down there. He had came down there. And I had, matter of fact, it's my nigga, but it's really my little cuz. Remember I told y'all little cuz, it's his niggas. He bought his 2 niggas with him or whatever. But I fuck with both of them niggas too, cuz I was gonna make little cuz and them 2 niggas, which is all 3 of them niggas, they call KCE. I was gonna make them niggas like Cooks Club Entertainment. I was gonna make them my artists. Like if I ever got big type shit. So I'm the one who got them niggas rapping. So I would always be with them real tough a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? Because the one, my nigga from Chicago, he was really on that, you feel me? Like on the shit that I was on, like he kind of remind me of me. So it was them niggas on the porch, and then like it was all my like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 6 or 7 of my peoples on the porch. And then it was me. You feel me? We all out there chilling, smoking and shit, right? So my OG walks up to me, right? He walked up to me, but like the way he walked up, I'm sitting on the steps. I didn't know he was talking to me. You feel me? But the nigga came up, he was like, hey man, I already knew it was you that broke in my car, woo, 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 woo. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? He was like, look, man, I'm looking like this. Fuck you talking to? Who you talking? What you talking about? He was like, I'm talking to you. You feel me? I'm thinking this nigga playing or something. I'm like, you talking to me? Like, what you? I had my Glock sitting on my lap too. And when he was talking and shit, he was like kind of shaking. Like you could tell he was kind of like shaking. Like his adrenaline was rushing or whatever. So when I seen the shit, cause he put one of his legs on the step and like, he was like leaning like this. And he was like talking to me while I was on the step. He was like, man, look, man, the only reason I ain't did nothing to you is because I know you and I watched you grow up and I know all your peoples and they know my peoples. But he was like, peep game. I already put something about other cars in this one driveway, you feel me, up the road or whatever. So he was like, if anybody break it down, if I heard about any of them motherfuckers get broke in, he was like, I'm coming to you. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm still thinking he's playing. Like, I'm like, you feel me? What are you talking about? Like, what you want to go over and talk about this shit? He was like, nah, man, you feel me? You already know what it is. I was like, hold on, man, you got me fucked up. I was like, hell no, we need to talk about this shit. So I looked over. My nigga from my other dude, my plug, he's from Chicago. My old plug, he's from Chicago too, but my nigga from Chicago, he looked at me like, what's up, bro? You want to get this nigga? When we go ahead and smoke? I'm looking like, nah. But one of my other cousins, this nigga, he's a young nigga, so he was kind of laughing like, oh, that nigga came over on butt. And I'm like, bitch, for one, I'm your people's bitch. You supposed to got on butt with him. You let a nigga that ain't even my people's kind of get on butt like all Brad Blowish nigga. And your motherfucking ass ain't even on shit. You feel me? So I'm snapping on him like, shut the fuck up, because peep this, y'all. I would have, even if me and dude fell out, I would have respected him more if he pulled me over to the side like, hey, man, I heard woo woo. The nigga didn't do it. He did all that shit in front of all my peoples and shit and 2 of my niggas. So, and him being my OG, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he's lucky he's my OG because I would have went on here and offed him right here. You feel me? But I'm like, I need to find out what the fuck is going on. So, the next day, I'm telling my nigga about this shit, right? It's early morning time, about 7, 8 o'clock. I'm telling my nigga about this shit, right? So I'm talking the same way I'm talking now. Like, it wasn't too loud or nothing. I was talking how I was talking. So I so happened, I had just got some motherfucking stick on my motherfucking Glock too. So I was really like, damn, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I already got my guns, but I'm ready to go get a stick later on that day. That's crazy. The day he did that, I went to go get a stick. So the next day, I had the stick on that motherfucker. It's hanging out my pocket and shit. So I'm talking to my nigga about this shit. So I'm like, if anything happened to me or whatever, woo-woo, school, woo-woo. So I so happened to look back. For him to get on my block, he got to go through the alley and come through my people's yard. You feel me? In the backyard and then come through the driveway, then walk up the street. You feel me? That's how he do. So this nigga, he's coming down my people's driveway and shit, but he's taking pictures of my other people's house because we live right across, like my cousin's house, because we live right in the hood. We live right across the street from each other. So it always been like that, like before I was even born. Like my mom used to stay in that house and my cousin's daddy used to stay across the street. You feel me? So, yeah, though. This nigga's taking pictures of my cousin's house. So he's like, yeah, man, you messed up. So I said, hold on, my nigga. I'm going to tell you this right now for a nigga off your ass, man. Because you lucky you my OG. I said, we need to fucking talk about this shit. I said, then what the fuck is going on? Where you get your sources at? Like, who the fuck told you this shit? So at first, the nigga like, nah, G. I ain't got to tell you nothing. Don't even worry about it. whoop, 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 this and that. So I'm like, fuck that. Either you ready to tell me, you feel me? We ready to go ahead and handle this shit right here, right there. Like, ain't no walking off or none of that, because you over taking pictures of my people's house and shit. There, you feel me? So there, you feel we got a problem. So I don't know if he got scared when I said that, but the nigga, because he seen that gun hanging out my pocket, like, dude, he's a big nigga, so he ain't really carry guns around him like that. He probably had them, but he ain't carrying motherfuckers around him. Smart move. But peep gang, this nigga was like, I mean, yeah, he was like, I don't know why you keep on saying who did it that, who did it this, and who told me. He was like, nigga, your uncle's the one who ratted you out for, I gave that nigga $1,000. He ratted you out and said you and one of your niggas did. And I'm like, what? I said, her, matter of fact, stay right here, nigga. I'm ready to go get him right now. You a lie. I bet you won't say it in my face. That nigga lied to you, nigga. Watch this. So this nigga was like, nah, man, it's already over. I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna go get your motherfucking source anyway, my nigga. I said, and when we meet back up and your ass ain't trying to handle that shit, then it's on after that. It's like it's up from her after that. So I goes to get this nigga source or whatever. My auntie, she comes outside, she found out what happened. I tells her about, you know what I'm saying, this nigga taking pictures of her house and shit, right? Go get Unc or whatever. This nigga comes outside. I'm like, bitch ass nigga, you woo. I goes off on him. I'm going off because he got one of my niggas involved that ain't have shit to do with this shit. You feel me? So this nigga, I guess this nigga, about a couple hours later, I catch dude down the street over by one of my other OG niggas from the hood. He ain't my nigga no more, but he was over his house. So I'm like, nigga, come here, come down here. He ain't want to come down there or whatever, the dude. So my auntie was like, my uncle was like, nah, here, I'm ready to go talk to him. I'm ready to tell him you ain't had nothing to do with it, this and that. Like, I'm like, so what did you tell him? Because you keep saying you gonna tell him I ain't had nothing to do with it, this and that. Like, well, what do you mean? What did you tell him? You feel me? So my auntie was like, here, fuck that. I'm gonna walk down there with him, which is my uncle's sister. He was like, she was like, I'm gonna walk down there with him and see what's going on. So they both walks down there, they talking and shit. He was like, I did hear my people say, that ain't what I said, I heard him saying that. So dude, you could tell dude was like getting mad, like, nigga, how you gonna tell me that? And now you saying this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if my uncle did say something, you feel me? So they walks back down the street or whatever. My auntie was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, nephew. If you got your shit on, you keep that motherfucker, because he's basically not trying to hear it. Like, he's not trying to hear that your uncle trying to say that you ain't had nothing to do with it and this and that. But she was like, at the same time, he was over like, that ain't what I said. So she was like, Unc probably did say something. So I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. So I calls my nigga, tell him about it so he can stay safe and shit too, right? Strapped up and shit, right? So after that, I goes over my niggas in them house around the corner who I try to sell the motherfucking gun to a little prior to this shit, right? So his brother, free my nigga, you feel me? You know you is. My niggas doing fair time right now, you feel me? Real OG nigga, man. I might do a story about him, but you feel me? Real OG, man. But this nigga was out there, and then he was out there with his brother whose house it was from on the other block, and then the other nigga was out there who I was trying to sell the gun to. You feel me? They real big, you know what I'm saying, time niggas and shit were on their side of the block. So I goes over there. I'm ready to go buy some weed from them niggas. You feel me? And I had my nigga, the two niggas I was telling my cousins, little niggas, I had them niggas with me because they was on go at the time, you feel me? So I goes over there. I had my two guns on me, right? I had the third one, but that motherfucker was in the car. I had two of them on me, you feel me? Walks in the house, I had my nigga, he always have his gun to where you can see it too, you feel me? So a nigga can already know he's on go. Then my other nigga, his dumb ass nigga be having his shit in the holster. I ain't a holster nigga, you feel me? So I don't put my shit in the holster. So he was like, damn, every time I see y'all niggas got guns on. He was like, that's it. And the other nigga was like, damn, that's what I was just telling dude. So I'm like, what dude, who you talking about? He was like, you know, the dude, the sober from your hood, your side, your side. I'm like, who? he was like, woo, woo, woo. I'm like, yeah, woo, I'm into it with that nigga right now. This nigga da da da. They was like, yeah, man, I was just telling that nigga because he came over and was like, he was asking about you. He was like, y'all think that nigga be on that and this and that? Which is, I don't know why he asked that, because I'm his young nigga, you feel me? He should already know. Nigga shit in the hood should already told this nigga. But I ain't really never did nothing by him. I just helped him out a few times on some old other shit, you feel me? But they was like, they told him, man, I ain't gonna lie. Every time I see this little young nigga got 2-3 guns on him, you better leave him alone. So he was like, man, I ain't really worried about that nigga. Then he had dipped, so he was like, man, dude was laughing. He was like, this little nigga stay strapped, bro. This nigga always coming over. Then he was like, both of your little young, he was like, yeah, y'all ready, y'all on point, y'all on point. So we got our shit and left. So I'm like, oh, this nigga been riding around asking about me now. Say no more, I'm ready to go and get rid of this nigga. So one day, I'm telling this nigga, like I told my peoples, because these dumbass niggas still talking to the nigga. I'm like, y'all fucked up, because if y'all beefing with a nigga, I don't give a fuck if y'all do it, but not y'all my people. Y'all don't give a fuck if he was my nigga. If we can't talk that shit out and my nigga still trying to beef with y'all, my peoples, then I'm riding with y'all, nigga. He's ops now, you feel me? But my peoples, they dumbasses was so, you know what I'm saying, mesmerized of what this nigga got. They trying to still get down with this nigga and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, these niggas, y'all some fake ass niggas for that shit, you feel me? So whole time I'm trying to get you know what I'm saying? Not like getting, but like I ain't seen for a minute. I ain't seen for a little minute after that shit, right? So I'm going around all the little dope houses and shit, asking questions like I seen this and that. I guess to this woman, they like, yeah, we seen him. He was over here buying 12 packs of bird for everybody, tricking with the little bitches, all that, pulling out money, all that every day. So I'm like, what the fuck, sir? He did snitch. I mean, like, not snitch, like, I didn't even do the shit. Some more other niggas did it, like, broke in this nigga's car or whatever. Like, basically, some niggas broke in the nigga's car and took off or whatever. But anyways, I never found out what they took or whatever, but some niggas broke in the nigga's car. I don't think he had that there anyways, when he had went out of town to Chicago. So, next thing you know, I'm like, fuck that. I'm ready to go ahead and try all dudes, you feel me? And then whenever I catch up with Unc, I'm gonna get his ass too. So I catch this dude coming out my people's driveway, like when he came back in town and shit or whatever, right? This particular day, I had that motherfucking chop on me, y'all. Nigga, I see this nigga. This nigga got his motherfucking daughter with him. I'm like, you lucky motherfucker. The only thing I did, I looked at him. I pointed that motherfucking chop in there, and I'm like, bro, you already know what time it is next time. That nigga act like he ain't see me, but I know that bitch ass nigga seen me, you feel me? But anyways, I had this motherfucking Mac 90 or whatever, right? That my cousin let me use, but the nigga owed me from back in the day for a gun, so the nigga ended up letting me have this motherfucker. And I already had all type of little, you know what I'm saying, artillery, you know what I'm saying, put up in the stash. So I'm like, okay. I'm ready to try to use this motherfucker, but I don't know if y'all ever seen the Mac 90. These motherfuckers is kind of like a K, but like, they got the stock on, the little wood stock on the end, like you got probably, you know what I'm saying, looking motherfuckers up, but one day it was raining outside. It's this little abandoned house that everybody be walking through when they go up the alley instead of walking through my yard, you feel me? Because our yard was like, it had a gate, but the gate was kind of fucked up from a tree knocking it down. So when I stopped motherfuckers from coming through where after that shit happened, motherfuckers would go through the other side, like walk up the alley and go through the little abandoned house and go down that driveway to get on the block. So I see this nigga getting in his stash, then he's walking down the alley one day, y'all, right? I mean, one night. Raided like a motherfucker. So when he's in the stash getting his shit, I heard he was run down to the little abandoned house, hide in the bushes with the Mac 90. Man, as soon as I seen this nigga go past, it had to be somebody with this nigga, y'all, because When I jumped out the bushes, the nigga didn't even see me. Like, he just heard some like footsteps and shit, and then heard all that shit. So when I jumped out and started shooting this motherfucker, the recoil, the kick on this motherfucker's a motherfucker, y'all. So I'm shooting this nigga. This nigga, like, he couldn't see me, but he could just see the motherfucking silhouette from the motherfucking gun, the flash from the gun and shit, you feel me? So, dude, I'm hitting, he's running. I'm shooting this motherfucker. I'm shooting it a couple times first. I'm doom. Then next thing you know, I'm missing. So I'm like, man, I'm ready to let this whole motherfucking thing go. One of these motherfuckers got hit him, man. I let that whole clip go. How the fuck did I miss all the motherfucking shots, y'all? All the motherfucking shots, y'all. Oh, this nigga, like, I'm telling you, somebody had to be with this nigga jumped around weed with this shit. Nigga still didn't even see me done that. But, you know what I'm saying? A little bit after that, gas. The nigga start, you know what I'm saying? I guess the nigga start hiding and shit for a little, not like hiding, but I ain't really seen like that, you feel me, after that shit happened. But, yeah, man. We had fell out, and a little bit late after that, matter of fact, I ran into him like maybe some months after that shit happened. I ain't have my strap on me. But we walking in the street and some shit happened to where this nigga over here, you know what I'm saying, he's a little distance from me, but the nigga's running his mouth and shit. So I'm like, bitch ass nigga, you got me fucked up. What you trying to do? Fuck whoever said whoa, woo, woo. And fuck you, nigga. So what you trying to do? Yeah, this nigga, he kept on just running his mouth. And I remember, because the nigga was like, I'll smack the shit out of you. I turned around, like, because when I got, like, not close to him, but, like, we was, like, maybe 20 feet away from each other. And the nigga just stopped in the middle of the street. I'm on the sidewalk. The nigga stopped in the middle of the street and just stood there. So I'm like, what's up? I stops on the sidewalk. I'm like, what's up? Because the nigga holler, he'll smack me. I'm like, what's up, then, bitch ass nigga? Come over and smack me, then. The nigga just, yeah, man, I'll smack you, da-da-da. Man, you ain't on nothing, nigga. Pop my back, bitch ass nigga. You feel me? I told the nigga, pop my back, you feel me? Start taking out walking or whatever. So after that shit, I goes down there, gets in the car, grabs a strap. Just in case this nigga try, because the nigga had ended up going through that the same little cut that I shot at him through, and he went through the alley or whatever. So I goes down there, gets my shit, and I'm waiting for the nigga to try anything else. Next thing you know, I ain't see him a little bit after that, but a little bit after that, the nigga I had heard the nigga had got buckled because the motherfucking, you feel me, came down on him. But I got a story on that shit too, you feel me? So, yeah, man. And that motherfucking story is kind of funny too, but I pulled up late and I seen what I seen. But yeah, man, that's my story about how me and the plug fell out, man. Y'all get in the motherfucking comment box, tell me what y'all think, if y'all ever fell out with y'all plugs and how dirty one of y'all family members done y'all, you feel me? And I never ran into Unc for a long time. Like, that nigga was gone, like, he you feel me, shook life for a long time, but after a while, I'm like, man, I'll just catch that nigga when I catch him, you feel me? But SRG Poe, man, you already know what it is, man. Big love podcast on the way, you feel me? Y'all motherfuckers stay tuned, man. Hit that like button. Subscribe and that notification bell, man. I'm out, man. Real nigga.